Guys and girls, if you're looking for a quick answer on how to improve your confidence, play football for a couple more years and gain experience, because experience usually leads to being more confident. But if you're not satisfied with that answer, don't worry. In this episode, we're gonna step it down a little bit and talk on how and what you can do to improve your confidence. Be aware, this is not gonna be an episode where I just throw you some random inspirational quotes and tell you to never give up and always believe in yourself. Instead, I'm gonna talk from my experiences, and hopefully there's a thing or two that you can use in your football life. Let's go. So, let's start off by going through some of the common things that cause people like yourself to feel insecure on the pitch. And in my opinion, it usually comes down to one of these four things. Number one, lack of experience. Number two, lack of overall footballing ability. Number three, being overly critical towards yourself. Or number four, being in a bad and unsupportive environment. Now, if you're afraid to lose the ball the moment you receive it in the game, you simply don't know what to do with it. You're afraid to misplace a pass. This tells me your overall footballing ability is probably quite not up to the standard just yet. And obviously, lack of experience and lack of skills are always connected. And the simple way out of that is for you to just spend more time practicing and gathering experience over the years. Now, being in a bad and unsupportive environment is a tough one, because especially all the young kids deserve to be in an environment where they are being encouraged to be brave on the pitch and be brave to try things. There are, of course, a lot of players out there who are surrounded by coaches, teammates, even friends or their parents who are constantly pushing them down and yelling after them after every single small mistake on the pitch. And honestly, unless you can change your environment, change the pitch, you're gonna have to learn how to ignore those comments and put them out of your system. Of course, if you're being super critical about yourself and your own performances, if you make the smallest mistake on the pitch and your whole game goes overboard, it's totally fine to be super critical and demand a lot, not only from yourself, but also from your teammates. But nobody likes players who, after making a mistake on the pitch, they just make a scene, throw their hands up and stop playing. If you want to gain some respect from your teammates, when making a mistake, never stop playing. Instead, recover after the ball, and after the game, feel free to be super critical towards yourself and all those small mistakes. You can't let small things and small mistakes take over your entire game. Even the best players out there make mistakes in every single match, but never stop trying. Don't stop playing. No teammate likes that. So, besides ignoring the haters and gaining that valuable experience over the course of a lot of years, here are 5 things you can do to feel more confident on the pitch. Number 1, look more confident. When you get into that dressing room, don't walk around with your head held down, trying to hide and be embarrassed to be amongst your teammates. Instead, look people in the eye, call them by their names and stand up straight. This is something you can practice in your everyday life, on your way to school, walking down on the street. Trust me, just, walking up straight and feeling good about yourself makes such a huge difference. So start with that. Number 2, get a good vibe. This goes out to all those guys who are especially insecure during game days. In game days, wear your favorite outfit to the game. Put on your favorite sneakers. Listen to your favorite music. Do whatever it takes to feel good about yourself and get into that good mood. You don't want to start your morning by eating your least favorite breakfast. You get my point. Do whatever it takes to get into a good vibe, because then when you finally come to the training ground, onto the pitch and walk out to face your opponents, you're gonna be at least off to a good start. Number 3, don't compare yourself to others. Don't worry about your teammates who are maybe more skillful than you and who appear to be living the life both on and off the pitch. It's pointless to worry about what other people are doing. You don't know their circumstances and you have the time on your side. If you put in the hard work every single day for the next 10 years, you're gonna not only probably take over their skill level and also just good life advice is to not spend time worrying about what other people are doing. Do you and focus on yourself. Number 4, don't make unrealistic goals. I know, this is a bit of a tricky one because there's a lot of people out there who tell you to dream big and reach for the stars. And while it's great to have big dreams and goals, for a lot of young guys out there, those kinds of goals for playing one day for FC Barcelona might feel too distant in the future for you to ever be able to reach, especially if you play a bad game and are already low in confidence. Instead, try to set short-term goals because the sensation of achieving those will feel so great. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. Now, those short-term goals might mean making a successful pass in a game or showing up to every single training session for the next 2 months. I don't know, but instead of only dreaming big, set short-term goals because you want to feel good about achieving those throughout your journey. And lastly, number 5, show up no matter what. Don't overthink things. Just get to work. Even the best players out there have periods when they are suffering from insecurity and lack of confidence. And the best medicine out there is to get to work. Take a ball, go out to the pitch outside of your team sessions, because then once you go back with your team to those game days, you are once again one step more experienced of a footballer. Experience is the key here, so don't ever start overthinking and overcomplicating things. Never forget about the hard work. The best players out there don't think at all when they're on the pitch. Instead, they are playing off their instincts and through movement models they've been practicing for tens of years. So obviously, experience always leads to being more comfortable and confident on the pitch. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is for you to understand that you are in control of your life. Nobody else is responsible for your life, so try to surround yourself with good people who believe in you, but at the same time, understand that you are playing your own game. Nobody else will do it for you. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit me with the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, watch more videos right down here, and with those words, I'm out.